So this has completely replaced any marketing system of basically the last, say, 15 years, right? So, I mean, let's just even say before 2017, before 2016, before 2015, day trading and I don't know, online poker have been just massive scam, scam little battlegrounds, right? And everybody could basically just run an ad, charge a few grand, or even just charge like a couple $100 for subscription and just print money with ads. ROAS was insane. But now, this year, 2024, or this year, 2025, 2024, 2025, all-time lowest trust on the internet of all time, especially in sectors like the financial sector, which is basically what you guys are in the trading space. All right, so it's gonna be tougher to actually sell people, to actually build trust. Since I mean, even on our ads, like if you look at our ads on Instagram, if you look at some of our clients' videos, like people are just like scammer, even if we're genuinely not scamming, right? Which none of us are. So basically, the value in this video, I'm going to walk you through the exact system, like the exact system that we basically just plugged in for our top clients like Ryan, like Jack Trades, like Colin. Some of them I can't even mention because they're quite large and they don't really want us to mention them. But this literally just doubles trading discords from like if you're at 5, it'll take you to 10. If you're at 15, it'll take you to 30. If you're at 47, apparently it takes you to 100 and then 200K revenue every single month with a high ticket. So, it'll be good. And I've been showing this on screen, the authority ascension funnel, for about a minute and a half. But this is actually not what I'm going to break down in this video. Because although this funnel is actually the system we use for all of our clients' businesses, we already have a ton of videos on that. And I'm going to break down something a little bit more advanced, something that when you plug in and you really lock in on and it becomes your brand, it's just infinite gains. It's all exponential from there. And that's called a unique mechanism. Alright, so a unique mechanism is basically just any sort of thing. Is in the trading space, it's a strategy. So a strategy that basically you are the owner, you are the inventor of. Nobody can learn it anywhere else except from you. And if you've watched our channel, hey, how are you doing? If you're new to the channel and you don't know what that is, plug that in instantly. But you may have watched a video in the past where I basically talk about this very, very extensively because it's such a massive source of scaling and a source of authority and trust and demand just for your product, right? But this video is basically going to be breaking it down how to use it inside of the system, like actually how to tie it into your lead magnets, how to tie it into your emails to actually get the most amount of sales. So let's get right into it. Alright, so in the emails, as you can see here, let me move my little head. Every single one of the HVCOs, which if you don't already know what this is a high-value content offer, also known as a lead magnet. We have the bootcamp, we have the checklist, we have the optimization guide, we have the point system, we have the psychology, we have the setup rating guide, and where is this all going? Every single one of them, and you should do this for your own trading Discord, every single one of these are tied into his unique mechanism, which in this case is the IFG, because it's dodgy, right? You guys might know. And when you become that sort of guy, you can actually build like a cult following. Alright, so he's the IFG guy. So a ton of people are trying to learn IFGs. Who are they going to learn it from? Ryan, right? There's no one else who is as good. Let's say, I mean, there's a ton of people on Twitter competing for it now, but he was the original guy. He was the creator, so he can make a shit ton of money becoming the brand of that guy. And a ton of our other clients do this. Even if you don't trade ICT, if you trade some random swing trading strategy, you can rename it. So we had a client who I can't name, but you can probably search it up on Twitter. He named his strategy just the EMS. So basically, ICT made his own thing where he took like wick-off concepts and all these other concepts and just packed it into his own thing, created like his own brand out of it. And now you don't even 90% of the people who know ICT have no idea who wick-off is, right? You can create your own brand. So even if you just trade like supply and demand, or even if you just have the strat plus ICT plus volume strategy, that you can basically systemize, you can turn that into your own strategy and brand it for yourself. And that is absolutely huge for your authority, and you do it in every single HVCO, and I'm about to show you. You will do it in every single email even, just no matter what it is, like either providing free value or putting into the pitch. Alright, here's some free sauce. This is an email template, by the way. You can scroll through it so you can like steal it if you want. You can also grab it in our course. or just by working with us, we'll write these custom for you. So, if you're interested in that, go into the link in bio. It's going to be the first one. Just book a call, or actually, what I'd prefer you do, watch more of these YouTube videos and then book a call. Alright, so you don't waste any of our times. But you'll see, this is Ryan's market open checklist, right? So this checklist is the simple rules to follow everyday trading, specifically IFEGs. So you tie it into his unique mechanism, and you basically get people super invested in your strategy, get them learning your strategy, get them wanting to be profitable using specifically your strategy. And it's almost like, if you've watched some of these videos where they break down like fallacies, like it's a sunk cost fallacy, right? People will put in a ton of time specifically learning your strategy IFEGs, and then you can basically keep them sold by just saying like, well, keep doing this rather than going and strategy hopping, because we all know that doesn't make you profitable. And then you also tie it into the pitch, right? So if you want to take trading seriously without spending a penny, you can join me live trading using IFEGs, see my IFEG strategy. You basically just become the guy who uses a specific strategy. Alright, if you don't want to do that, you still can like tie in our system, the authority signature funnel. It's just going to convert not as well, because this is a massive source of, like I said, authority and trust, right? Like, you always want to have your specific method, your specific way of doing things that's better, or at least if they stick to it, better than everyone else's. Kind of like, you can search this up. I think it's ham and garlic, right? Hormozy ham and garlic. As in, if you want, you basically give people what they need by giving them what they want, right? So to prevent them from strategy hopping, you just sell them on one specific strategy. It's kind of like the magic pill or the silver bullet, and then they become invested in it, trade it for 1 to 2 years, and then actually become profitable instead of hopping. And here's an example of it on a landing page, right? So it doesn't need to be ICT. This is something completely different from ICT. These guys don't like ICT, don't even know what ICT is, don't understand macros, anything like that. They have their own system, and they can basically make their own thing called the OCS trade system, right? Because that's like their initials or whatever. And you basically can just sell them on that specific system, and you just sell it based on why is it different from what everyone uses, why is it better, just normal sales, but having a specific method rather than just trying to compete with everyone else on like, oh, I also trade supply and demand. Okay, well, there's 200 other people who trade supply and demand here. This guy's Discord is $10, and he posts a bunch of profits or whatever. Like, it's hard to compete with that, right? Instead, you want to become an authority who can charge higher, also build more trust by having your own specific system that people have tried other stuff. But now this is something completely new, something they haven't tried before, and it's big, it's new, it's all these things, and the social proof, it works. Like, there's a reason I'm giving it away, right? This just massively helps you with sales, and you build into the entire sales pitch, like you can see on this landing page. And obviously, it's not just in the emails and landing page, because that's not even all we do, right? So when we coach people on the top of funnel content, like your reels on Instagram, like your reels on TikTok, like your reels on YouTube Shorts, like your long form content, or even your ads, we always tie in the specific unique mechanism, whether it be IFGs, whether it be the 4 a.m., 10 out, or 10 a.m., 4-hour PO3. Whatever it is, you got to tie it into the content, and then also tie it in within the entire funnel to build that authority, especially in lead magnets like we walked through earlier. All right. And then within the free community, you basically just turn it into either a personal branded, or you tie it into a system branded, right? So it's going to be hard if your system isn't very specific. Like, for example, those OCS guys, they can name it like the OCS Trades Discord, and that would be completely fine because that's their system. But if you name yourself like SMC Trading or ICT Trading, you're going to be very generic. You're going to be competing with a lot of things. Even if it's something like IFG or PO3, it's just pretty widely used. So you have to kind of find that balancing act between how niche it is and kind of how big it is. And if it's like generally mid or too wide, you want to turn it into a personal brand where you are a micro authority in the specific strategy that you trade, right? And then you basically just want to plug in same unique mechanism throughout everything. Your long form nurture funnel, your pitch for the free trial, even your CTAs inside of the community for high ticket. We just made 200K in revenue just from a high ticket and 100K in revenue from a low ticket just in 1 month. So that's 300K gross revenue, including payment plans and everything, obviously. But it's still like 250, 200K cash collected just by basically CTAing inside, still using the same unique mechanism. People eat this shit up, alright? So, like, genuinely, this is sauce. I emphasize this a lot. Like, you really, really, really want to have a brand, and then you really, really, really need to plug in the rest of the system. So, if you're interested, actually, in figuring out how we do the top of funnel, let me point at it. The top of funnel content here, even the ManyChat automations, maybe the lead magnets, maybe the email automations, maybe all of this stuff, like all the stuff we web together, and then this entire bit here, I call the content. It's like the nurture web. Yeah, nurture web. Where basically you just build a stupid amount of trust and authority by just making the prospect go through a ton of content, watching your long form, watching your shorts, going through your lead magnets. In fact, it just worked on me. I'm like a little bit of an online poker player right now, and I just went and read a cunt's blog, watched his YouTube channel, saw a bunch of his shorts, and now I'm like, okay, yeah, this guy is specifically targeting me, knows what he's talking about. He's better because of XYZ. You can study him, by the way. His name's BlackRain79. It's because I play low stakes, right? And he's a massive low stakes player, so why wouldn't I buy his thing? And I ended up paying it. So this shit works. Like, no matter whether it's trading, no matter whether it's any other space, having this much content works. It's all down to the 7-11-4 rule, which I break down in another video. So if you're interested in learning that system, it's going to be the second link in the description. It's called the Authority Ascension Funnel, and you should plug it into your business ASAP. If you want us to do everything custom for you, basically just build out everything, coach you on the content, build out your ManyChat, build out your lead magnets, build out your email automations, build out your landing pages, there you go, and then help you with that long form nurture web and everything, then book a call, alright, because we can help you out with that, and you'll make a ton of money from it, just like our clients. Watch some of our case studies, watch some of our YouTube, and that's it. Goodbye.